Greetings and God bless. It just dawned on me today when I was thinking about how this really extreme situation and it just grates on my nerves. Like over the years, in the 90s, I knew gay people, gay men, lesbians, and I met transvestites, men who cross dressed, and there were like and there was like one, there weren't a whole lot of people going to get things cut off at the time. Like there was one lady who transitioned to a man, and she wrote a book about it, and it was a very conscious, personal um, journey in her book. And so and just when anybody was in these alternative communities, they clearly had terrible things happen to them or something very strange, I think, in their family of origin. Like there was some sort of strong religious thing going on. Um, there was just some unusual, strange, very strange family dynamics going on. So anyway, so I was around people who were, you know, doing drag, um, and it was like it was clearly like men passing as women, but um, they weren't like telling women that women didn't know how to be women or whatever. Like that was just not going on. And in I would say about maybe 2014, I met this new generation of people doing sex changes, and these men on women's hormones were just like really super messed up people. I mean, these people I knew in the 90s were messed up, but this other kind of man that was taking estrogen, like they none of them looked well. None of them behaved well. They were in agony, um, and some were really mean, like vicious, like hateful to biological women, and that's what I noticed actually of gay men and transvestites is a lot of them really hated biological women. They hated conventional women. If you were rich, they'll be your friend, but just a plain Jane biological woman in the alternative community, it's loathed. Um, so I don't know. I was just like, okay, I mean, that's just life. Like somebody hates you, uses you, and they make some grand generalization about you. I mean, black people were really mean to white people. I noticed a lot of just crazy hostility that black people did. And, we're all taking the bus, taking the subway, in the classroom or whatever. We're just like, just waiting for things to blow over. And, it's just something that comes with the territory. And I know there's a lot of people who are like, and you deserve to be abused by everybody. Anyway, the point of this video is it just dawned on me that, probably, I think it's like the 1912 or something. Like, I know that, like, women started wearing pants, and maybe it was even sooner than that. But, like, so women started emulating men, and women were just like, yeah, I'm as good as a man. I'm a man. And yes, there were women who were doing male drag, um, and just like it was kind of this in the 60s and 70s, just like borrowing the male jacket and um, trying to be like a man in the office, even though you're a biological woman. And not necessarily like women were just like uh, pretending that they were actually men, but appropriating like masculinity and patriarchy, um, and authority, male authority. It just dawned on me. And the thing is, any man throughout this time that would have said anything would just be told they're a sexist, misogynist pig, right? And some of them were. I mean, that's one of the reasons why people resist authority, why people resist the status quo, is because there's something not right with the status quo. And I do think that the patriarchy and the heterodoxy or whatever, there were still terrible things going on behind the scenes, and now it's just oppressed groups get to do terrible things behind the scenes as opposed to the mainstream heterodoxy that's doing terrible things behind the scenes, you know. And there is no excuse for anybody to do terrible things behind the scenes, but um, yeah, it just dawned on me that women have been doing like male drag, and I mean maybe not so much now, but it was like big in the 80s, like like just the male kind of attire, and men couldn't complain about it really because it was just fashion. I mean, now I do think that this latest iteration of transgender trying to erase biological women and rub biological women and girls' noses in their powerlessness. But, folks, this is a demonic thing. We are in the final days of the end times, and um, like this is evil. Like that, women's rights don't matter to certain women, and white people don't matter even to white people. Like this is craziness, and all lives matter. But what do you think? Thanks for watching. God bless.